Hello, welcome to Serum Medico. Today we are going to see about the trigeminal nerve. Okay. Um, in this section, we are going to discuss under the following topics. Um, okay. We are going to see about the introduction, course, branches, and clinical lesions. Okay. Okay. Trigeminal nerve. Trigeminal nerve is the fifth cranial nerve. It is a mixed nerve containing both motor and sensory components. Okay, it has three branches. One is ophthalmic branch, and another is maxillary branch, and another is mandibular branch. Okay, work. This is the sensory supply. Okay, ophthalmic nerve supplies the skin over the forehead and up to the nose tip, and maxillary nerve supplies the skin over the chin. Maxillary nerve supplies the skin over the chin. Okay, and mandibular nerve supplies the skin over the mandibular bone, except the angle of mandible, which is supplied by C2 component. Okay, ophthalmic nerve supplies the skin over the forehead and the nose tip, and maxillary nerve supplies the skin over the chin, and mandibular nerve supplies the skin over the uh, mandibular bone except the angle of the mandible, which is supplied by C2. Okay, this is a sensory supply. Okay, ophthalmic branch. Ophthalmic branch is purely sensory nerve. Okay, which arises from the anterolateral aspect. Okay, it enters the lateral wall of the cavernous sinus, where it splits into three branches. Okay, its associated ganglion is a ciliary ganglion. In ciliary ganglion, the preganglionic fibers are carried by oculomotor nerve by the Edinger vestibule nucleus. Okay, and paraganglionic fibers are carried by trigeminal nerve. Notice one point in this following topics: the paraganglionic nerve, the paraganglionic fibers always carried by trigeminal nerve or the branches of trigeminal nerve. Okay, notice this point. Uh, Preganglionic nerve fibers are also called as functional nerve fibers, and paraganglionic fibers are also known as topographic nerve fibers. Okay, preganglionic fibers is carried by oculomotor nerve by Edinger vestibule nucleus, and paraganglionic fibers is carried by trigeminal nerve. Okay, which supplies two muscles. Okay, one is ciliaris muscle and another is sphincter constrictor pupillae. Okay, one is ciliaris and another is constrictor pupillae. The ciliaris muscle helps in accommodation reflex, and constrictor pupillae which is helps in the meiosis. Okay, next. Maxillary nerve. Maxillary nerve is also a purely sensory nerve. It also enters the lateral wall of the cavernous sinus. It supplies the skin over the chin. We also already seen, right? It supplies the skin over the chin. Okay. This is the maxillary nerve. Its associated ganglion is a pterygopalatine ganglion. In pterygopalatine ganglion, preganglionic fibers are carried by facial nerve, and postganglionic fibers are carried by maxillary nerve. Maxillary nerve, which is a branch of trigeminal nerve. We already seen, right? Trigeminal nerve is all the postganglionic fibers is always trigeminal nerve, which supplies pterygopalatine ganglion supplies. They are mnemonic, right? L N P. L for lacrimal, N for nasal, P for palatine. Once again, preganglionic fibers carried by facial nerve, and postganglionic fibers carried by maxillary nerve supplies pterygopalatine ganglion. Okay, pterygopalatine ganglion supplies L and P gland. L for lacrimal, N for nasal, P for palatine. Okay, and this is mandibular nerve. Mandibular nerve. Mandibular nerve is a mixer nerve. It has sensory component and motor component. Sensory component supplies the skin over the uh, mandibular bone except the angle of mandible, and motor component supplies muscles of mastication, which is derived from first pharyngeal arch. Okay, mandibular nerve supplies the muscles of mastication, which is the motor component, and the sensory supply to the skin and over the mandibular bone. Okay, its associated ganglion is otic ganglion. In otic ganglion, preganglionic fibers are carried by glossopharyngeal nerve. Okay, postganglionic fibers are carried by mandibular bone, which is the branch of trigeminal nerve. We already seen, right? Postganglionic fibers are always carried by trigeminal nerve. So mandibular nerve is the branch of trigeminal nerve, which supplies otic ganglion always supplies parotid gland. Okay, secretomotor fibers to the parotid gland. Okay, otic ganglion and submandibular ganglion. In submandibular ganglion, preganglionic fibers are carried by facial nerve and postganglionic fibers are carried by lingual nerve. Okay, which supplies two glands. One is submandibular gland, which is in the nerve, submandibular gland, and another is sublingual gland. Okay, this is otic ganglion supplies parotid gland, and this submandibular ganglion, submandibular gland as well as sublingual gland. Okay, hence mandibular nerve supplies two ganglion, which supplies the major salivary glands like parotid, submandibular, sublingual. Okay, yeah. Then we have moved to the course of the trigeminal nerve. Okay, uh, uh, trigeminal nerve. Trigeminal nerve has two roots. Okay, one is sensory root and another is motor root. Sensory root and motor root both arise from the anterolateral aspect of the pons. This is larger lateral sensory root. Larger lateral sensory root and smaller medial motor root. Okay, larger lateral sensory and small medial motor. Okay, the sensory root arises and takes forward and lateral motion towards the petrous part of the temporal bone. Okay, it passes via the petrous part of the temporal bone, enters the middle cranial fossa, and it enlarges it is known as trigeminal ganglia. And the dural invagination of this expansion creates invagination in this dural, which is known as Merkel's cave. Okay, the sensory root arises. From the sensory root, fibers arises and which takes a lateral and forward motion towards the petrous part of the temporal bone. At some point, this nerve fibers enlarge and creates a dural invagination. The dural invagination inside this petrous part of the temporal bone is called Merkel's cave, and this enlargement is known as trigeminal ganglion. Okay. Uh, Motor fibers also arise from the ventrolateral aspect of the pons. It also passes deep to the sensory root and the trigeminal ganglion and enters the infratemporal fossa. Okay, is also same. It also follows the same course as did the sensory root. Okay, it sensory root arises and passes laterally over the petrous part of the temporal bone, and it uh, and it addresses was the enlargement and the dural invagination of this enlargement is known as Merkel's cave. Okay, and the motor component also follows the same course, but it passes deep to the trigeminal ganglion. It doesn't relay in that. Okay, yeah. After trigeminal ganglion gives three branches. One is ophthalmic, maxillary, and mandibular. Okay. Let's see the individual. Okay. Ophthalmic branch. Ophthalmic branch after rises from the trigeminal ganglion passes to superior orbital fissure to enter the orbit. Splits into three nerves. Okay. One is lacrimal, frontal, nasociliary. Okay. Ophthalmic branch arises from the trigeminal ganglion, passes through the superior orbital fissure, uh, and gives three branches. One is lacrimal, frontal, nasociliary. Okay, it passes the superior orbital fissure to enter the orbit. Okay, and maxillary nerve enters the foramen rotundum and it gives the branch to pterygopalatine ganglion. Pterygopalatine ganglion, it supplies LNP gland, lacrimal, nasal, palatine. Okay, and it after gives the branch to pterygopalatine ganglion, it gives a nerve, it gives a branch posterior superior alveolar nerve. Okay, after it gives a branch to pterygopalatine ganglion, it gives a branch called posterior superior alveolar nerve. Posterior superior alveolar. After giving this branch, it passes through inferior orbital fissure. This point is very important. After giving this nerve, it passes through inferior orbital fissure to enter the orbit. Then it continues as inferior orbital nerve. Okay, the maxillary nerve, after passing through inferior orbital fissure, continues as inferior orbital nerve. and splits into two branches. One is middle superior alveolar nerve and anterior superior alveolar. I once again repeat this course. Okay. Maxillary nerve, after passing through foramen rotundum, gives the branch to pterygopalatine ganglion and gives the branch called posterior superior alveolar nerve and gives and passes through inferior orbital fissure to continue as inferior orbital nerve and gives two branches. Okay, middle superior alveolar nerve and anterior superior alveolar nerve. Okay, this posterior superior alveolar nerve supplies upper molar. Okay, the posterior superior alveolar nerve supplies upper molar teeth. Okay, and middle superior alveolar nerve supplies upper premolar, and anterior superior alveolar nerve supplies upper incisors. Okay, yeah. Um, the posterior superior alveolar nerve supplies upper molar, the middle superior alveolar nerve supplies upper premolar, the anterior superior alveolar nerve supplies upper incisors. Okay, the maxillary nerve carries the pain from the upper tooth as well as from the maxillary sinusitis. Okay, it carries the pain. And the next, the mandibular nerve. Mandibular nerve, we already discussed, right? It is a mixed nerve. It contains sensory as well as motor component. The sensory as well as motor component, after passing through the foramen ovale, joins together to form the main trunk. Okay, the sensory component and motor component after passing through foramen ovale. For the maxillary nerve, it is foramen rotundum. For mandibular nerve, it is foramen ovale. Okay. After passing through foramen ovale, it continues as main trunk. The main trunk gives a branch called nerve to medial pterygoid. Okay. This main trunk gives a branch called nerve to medial pterygoid. Mandibular nerve contains both sensory as well as motor component. After passing through foramen ovale, it continues as main trunk. This main trunk gives a branch called nerve to medial pterygoid. This nerve to medial pterygoid uh, rises from the main trunk. After that, main trunk splits into two. Okay, one is anterior trunk and one is posterior trunk. Anterior trunk, posterior trunk. Anterior trunk is very easy. It only supplies the muscles of mastication. Out of 8 muscles of mastication, anterior division alone supplies 6 muscles, which as it supplies 6 muscles. Anterior division supplies muscles of mastication. Out of 8 muscles of mastication, it itself supplies 6 muscles. Out of 8, it supplies 6. And the posterior division supplies auriculotemporal nerve, inferior alveolar nerve, and lingual nerve by the mnemonic Ali. Okay, auriculotemporal nerve, lingual nerve, and inferior alveolar nerve. Inferior alveolar nerve supplies the teeth of the lower jaw. Okay, auriculotemporal nerve, inferior alveolar nerve, and lingual nerve. Okay. Anterior division, as we discussed, right? It supplies 6 muscles out of 8 muscles, 3 elevators. What are these 3 elevators? Masseter, temporalis, medial pterygoid. MTEM. Masseter, medial pterygoid, as well as temporalis. Okay. One depressor. It is a chief depressor supplied by the anterior trunk, lateral pterygoid. Okay. Masseter, temporalis, medial pterygoid. Medial pterygoid is supplied by main division, not only by anterior division. It is mainly supplied by main trunk. Okay, remember this point. Masseter, temporalis, medial pterygoid. It already gives a branch to medial pterygoid, right? Yeah, this is that. Out of 6 muscles, medial pterygoid, masseter, temporalis. Depressor is lateral pterygoid, and it supplies two tensors: tensor tympani, tensor palati. Okay, tensor tympani and tensor palati. Okay, this auriculotemporal nerve supplies the skin over the tragus. Okay, auriculotemporal bone supplies the skin over the tragus. We all know the inferior alveolar nerve carries the pain from the lower teeth. Okay, it also supplies the lower teeth. Okay, and lingual nerve. Lingual nerve supplies the general sensation over anterior two-third of the tongue. Anterior two-third tongue general sensation is carried by lingual nerve. Okay. This is anterior division. Posterior division, auriculotemporal nerve supplies the skin over tragus and temporal bone. Inferior alveolar nerve supplies lower teeth and two muscles of mastication. Okay, it supplies mylohyoid and anterior belly of digastric. These are accessory depressors. The main depressor we seen, right? Lateral pterygoid is the main depressor, and these muscles assist assist lateral pterygoid, mylohyoid and anterior belly of digastric. Inferior alveolar nerve supplies the lower teeth as well as mylohyoid and anterior belly of digastric. Okay, these are uh, these are accessory depressors. Okay, the chief depressor is lateral pterygoid. Mylohyoid is the mylohyoid and anterior belly of digastrics are accessory depressors. Okay, and the lingual nerve supplies the general sensation over the anterior two-third of the tongue. Okay, lingual nerve supplies the general sensation over the anterior part of the tongue. Okay, remember by this mnemonic ALI. A for auriculotemporal nerve, L for lingual nerve, and I for inferior alveolar nerve. Okay, that's all. This posterior vision. Okay. Uh, this it contains two components. The trigeminal nerve contains two important components: special visceral efferent fibers. Special visceral efferent fibers. Special visceral efferent fibers supplies muscles of mastication. Okay, this is the motor function. Special visceral efferent fibers supplies muscles of mastication. Supplies muscles of mastication arise from the it is a motor function. Okay, so it arises from the motor nucleus. Okay, so then it arises from the motor nucleus. The fibers arise from the motor nucleus and innervate the muscles of mastication. All the muscles of mastication are derived from the first pharyngeal arch. Okay, remember this. Next, special somatic afferent fibers. General, sorry. General somatic afferent fibers. General somatic afferent fibers carry extroceptive sensation and proprioceptive sensation. What is extroceptive? What is proprioceptive? General somatic afferent fibers carries two sensations like extroceptive and proprioceptive. Extroceptive is simple: pain, touch, and temperature. Pain, touch, temperature, or extroceptive. Proprioceptive sensations from the muscles of mastication. Okay, general somatic afferent fibers carry extroceptive and proprioceptive. Extroceptive is pain, touch, temperature, and proprioceptive from the muscles of mastication. Okay, extroceptive fibers um, extroceptive fibers mainly extroceptive supplies mainly rely in the sensory nucleus as well as spinal nucleus. Main sensory nucleus and spinal nucleus. This is extroceptive. Extroceptive fibers rely in the sensory nucleus and the spinal nucleus, and proprioceptive sensations mainly rely in the mesencephalic nucleus. Okay, this extroceptive sensations mainly rely in main sensory nucleus and spinal nucleus, while proprioceptive in the mesencephalic nucleus. Okay, and the last but not the least, it is a clinical condition of the trigeminal nerve. This is a trigeminal neuralgia. Okay, trigeminal neuralgia is a clinical condition which presents as paroxysmal episodes of sudden onset and sudden duration in the area of the distribution of the trigeminal nerve. Okay, it is an ophthalmic pain. Okay, it is a clinical condition. Paroxysmal episodes of severe pain of sudden onset, only short duration. Okay, in the area of distribution of one or more than three divisions of the trigeminal nerve. Mainly arises in mainly this is a tooth dental pain. Okay, it is mainly dental pain, and ophthalmic division not commonly involved. Only maxillary and mandibular nerves are mainly involved in trigeminal neuralgia. It is often associated with the dental caries. Okay, this is a trigeminal neuralgia. Trigeminal neuralgia is nothing but the dental pain. It is carried by the two main nerves like maxillary and mandibular nerve. Okay, maxillary supplies upper teeth, and mandibular supplies the lower root teeth. That's all. Thank you.